Trucks jackknifed everywhere.
Casualties from last night's storm litter the oil patch highways.
Oh, that is a mess.
On 881, southeast of Lac La Biche, a semi delivering excavator parts to Fort McMurray is long overdue.
Pulled in this morning, but I guess it ain't gonna get there.
The driver lost control on a slick curve and flew right off the road.
I've been there since 2 o'clock last night. I want it back on the road.
Just before 2 p.m.,
All right.
Heavy Rescue's Colin McLean arrives on scene with a rotator,
Does the truck still run?
along with Jamie's Fort Mac driver, Johnny.
Doesn't start, eh? It's important to get this equipment on the road. The excavator is waiting for its parts up at an oil field site. Without those parts, it can't do its job. If it's not doing its job, money's being lost. How much does he figure it weighs?
60,000 pounds plus the trailers. So over 100.
His load was pretty big.
Over 100,000 pounds frozen solid into the ditch.
Goes into the snow, goes in a little bit hot. It's gonna kind of form some ice around it, and now you gotta try and break free from that ice.
And that's going to add more resistance to the recovery.
I hope that bumper's strong.
What Colin has to be really cautious of in this job is the rotator's a very powerful machine, and it's very possible to actually rip the whole front end of the truck out.
Armed with a rotator, Colin will attempt to muscle out the oversized tractor trailer in one go.
Block the road. Because this guy's so long, I don't want to kind of piss around. This tractor trailer must be at least 80 feet long. You need room to bring it up onto the road. Closing the highway gives us the best chance of getting it out.
Truckers are right on Highway 81. This is calling for Jamie Davis. We're just doing a recovery here right now. Unfortunately, got the roadblocks for a little bit. So just use caution in the area. We shouldn't have it closed off for too long.
Equipment's got to be moved, products got to be moved. People are sitting, they're not earning, and you are affecting the economy.
That's heavy.
She's doing it pretty good. We had the whole tractor off the ground. Look at this truck, eh? You know, we were maxing out pulling that guy up.
Colin inches the trailer forward.
Dragging him through a lot of snow. Come on, girl, you got it. Okay, we're making progress. You know, that's the first step, getting it moving. There we go. There we go. Oh, what do we got here?
But his progress comes to a halt.
The trailer's starting to slide down into the ditch. Takes. It's not coming out in a straight shot.
Colin struggling to pull more than 100,000 pounds up on the road.
If we were to keep pulling it from the front, the trailer would just keep sliding, and it's getting buried more into the ditch.
Closed in both directions.
The highway is backing up fast.
They gotta get the rope and not around.
You know what? I'm gonna go get spun around, and I'm gonna kind of get into that area, then we can just grab the trailer. We needed to change the force that we were putting on it. We needed to get to the back of it and coax the trailer up onto the road to be in line with the tractor.
So Colin repositions to rig the back end.
Right off the frame of the trailer would be pretty good.
The angle is right, but he might not have enough power.
Extending the boom and pulling off the side decreases the capacity on the rotator. There's a lot of weight there. I knew we had our work cut out for us with that one. Let's see how it goes. pressure on her there. I got the rotator coming off the ground. You guys seriously watch yourself. Got her up a little bit better.
With a rotator coaxing the trailer sideways onto the road,
I just don't want that to go back down.
Colin sends Johnny to pull from the front using HR-68.
The weight of that load, including the resistance, was probably anywhere from 2 to 3 times the actual weight of HR-68. That's a tough pull. You want to try and give her a pull? We just got to make sure that the trailer doesn't slide back down and off the ditch. So I'm going to kind of watch the back end of it. An HR-68 is a light little feather compared to the rotator. Going 100,000 pounds. You got to be paying attention, that's for sure.
Hey, buds.
This one definitely worked, the old mighty rotator, that's for sure.
Highway 81 is now open.
Little wiggle this way, little wiggle that way. Eventually she'll come.
The company can now get the badly needed excavator parts up to the oil field.
Hey, buddy.
Glad we got it done. It's always a good feeling.
Wide open. Thank you, driver.
In northern Alberta,
Just all off-road on ice, so.
Heavy Rescue's Adam Gazzola responds to a call 20 miles down a private road.
There's a gravel truck and trailer that have rolled onto its side.
It's the only route in and out of a remote oil patch operation.
These are all narrow roads up here, so there's not much room to work. Oh, mother. That's a dirty, dirty, dirty.
Close here for a short time at
Short time?
92. To pull that truck out of the
It's gonna be a long time.
Colin McLean will be pitting HR-68 against the heavy load of gravel.
They're never really easy. You know, she's on a bit of a slope, still got a little bit of a load in it. We'll get our chains on it, and give it a little tug this way, give it a little tug that way, and eventually she'll come.
Make it long, 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 long. Make the chain long.
40,000 pounds of gravel.
The first challenge is getting the rig back on its wheels.
Airlines are okay on that one?
Yeah.
But on the narrow road, Adam can't go with his plan A.
I'd pull up beside it and put my outriggers down, and I'd be able to get dead onto it and pull. But where we were, it was tight quarters.
So instead, the two wreckers will position at opposite ends, with lines from HR-68 to the high side of the trailer and from the rotator to the dump truck.
I hope she'll flop right over and nice and easy. Probably won't.
Get the on the road. You're all hooked up?
Yeah.
The loose gravel has shifted. All of its weight is pinning down the wall of the trailer.
Hold her here. Watch what you're doing. Keep going. Adam!
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, now we forgot to chain the box down. Hey, chain these boxes together.
The box on the dump truck is pinned down and resisting the pull.
As the truck is coming over, the box is staying here, so we gotta make sure we chain this down. If you don't chain the box down, as you're pulling, the box will just stretch out as if it's lifting to dump its load. I'm getting frustrated. I gotta get out of here. You're gonna lose your wrestling match, you're gonna possibly tear the box off or bend something. Watch out, hook, Mike.
doesn't want to sit down.
We got all that gravel on that side, eh?
Yeah. I don't want to with it right now. We with it, it's gonna go over.
Colin will reposition for a better angle, but first, he has to unhook from the trailer.
Go down and get turned around as quick as you can. I was taking a pretty big gamble unhooking the one truck to reposition it. What do you think this guy does? Do you think he can do it a little quick, or? The gamble is we're gonna turn this thing back upside down again and lose all the work we just did. Possibly do more damage to it.
I got this.
No, boom down. Keep it down.
I can't see any of the wreck, Adam.
Don't worry about me. Just
I'm
look
worried.
at me. Just look at me. Hey, stop there.
The trailer is out of the ditch, but not yet securely on its wheels.
You just want me to put one there?
Nope.
We got the chain on it.
Let's just worry about getting this thing
Okay.
sitting flat first.
Yes.
I was pretty concerned, right? I thought, oh, this thing's gonna go back over. A little at a time, right? Don't get greedy. You got a line on that strap?
I can't hear you through the
Put your other line to
Yes.
that chain.
Thank you. Trailer's on the ground.
Stop there.
Adam does a final pull to get the dump truck back on the road, while Colin holds the trailer box in place.
Get these chains off the front axle. Take it right. Take them off. Yeah, take them all off.
And that's how we do that.
Yeah, we got the road open, and hopefully all them camp workers got to where they were going. Gives you some satisfaction.
Road's a sheet of ice.
A northbound load of steel has rolled over.
Until we can get everything offloaded and upright, we're not going to be able to move even to alternating traffic.
It's shift change day. Thousands of workers need to get home.
People getting off work right now, just, you can't imagine, it probably goes for miles.
Last winter, it would have taken hours for a wrecker to arrive.
RCMP's peace officers are on scene.
Heavy Rescue's Adam Gazzola is on scene in 40 minutes.
Oh, my God. There's carnage here. There's a crane truck flipped over, a load of steel on it. Pickup truck in the ditch.
A pickup was trying to pull another small truck onto the highway when two passing semis clipped each other. The crane truck, hauling 25 tons of steel, hit the ditch and flipped.
How the are we gonna get this over?
Hello, sir.
What's the plan? So we're gonna flip this one over?
We're gonna attempt to, yeah.
Gotta get off the highway.
Okay, let's go down and have a look. Let's see if we can get this thing off the road. Kevin, 2 chains.
2 weeks ago, Kevin Ritchie also moved to the oil patch to help Adam train up some new hires.
Try not to be 100 miles long.
Just trying to rig this out in my mind where I can pull the front and the back all with one line. Hop up there. Can you wrap the frame and axle all in one swing? We're gonna run one down here,
2 here.
2 here, back, and back to the bogies. Pull. One more big chain through the wheels. Grab me one more snatch block. One snatch block there, line back.
It's a big job, even for HR 68, Adam's brand new 35-ton wrecker.
Well, it's easy if we had 2 trucks here. We don't have 2 trucks.
With few options, Adam decides to run lines to the tractor and to the high side of the trailer.
Might come, might not. I don't even know the physics of it. I'm not a physics kind of guy. It should work, though.
It should.
We're pulling in the two places. Let's see what she's gonna do here.
Come on, fight.
There's a lot of dead weight we're pulling here. These big industrial loads make it a lot harder to recover than the loads that are at BC. Just won't go. It's too much of a dead pull.
Coming down.
It's a tug of war, and Adam's heavy wrecker just isn't heavy enough.
Low line here to pull, power buckle that down.
The load of steel is just too much for Adam's single wrecker.
Hello, Phil. Hey, where you at, bud? We're at kilometer 99.
So he calls in the only other truck available.
What kilometer are you at? 215, holy.
A tiny 5-ton known as the Army truck.
Phil's at kilometer 215, so he's an hour away.
While they wait,
Kevin.
Let's get something done here. So we'll cut the straps there.
Adam decides to lighten the load. Colin McLean, a new hire, gets the job.
Oh.
Come on, Fancy.
He's a rookie.
Don't trip, honey.
I won't. Thank you.
Oh, there's tons for me to learn. There's huge amounts for me to learn. That was one of the reasons why I came to work for Jamie.
The best thing to do is get the load off, then we can get it uprighted.
The highway's been closed now for an hour and a half.
I should get this moving. I got a flight to make. I'm trying to get home to my family.
Watch your arms. Let's see if we can get this straightened up. I'll try one more time. Okay. Keep her coming.
Sure, everybody's away from it. Kevin, watch out, please.
Just get in case that strap breaks, eh?
Even without the load,
It ain't gonna bite.
HR 68 still can't hold its ground.
The truck just slides back and you lose it all and you're right back to square one again. And you got everybody watching you. It's frustrating. Like a rip, I get it.
I don't know what the hell he's doing. I don't think they're ever gonna get this road open.
I almost had it coming there. When I see the highway backed up for miles, I start feeling the pressure.
Adam has called in a second truck.
We've been waiting for him for an hour and a half.
I think I see him coming.
And with a little help from the RCMP, the old 5-ton makes it through the traffic jam.
Come on, Phil, we're gonna put you right on the front end here.
Right there, good enough.
Good, good.
Them old Holmes wreckers, man. The winches on them. Very little hydraulics. It's all gear driven.
We have one snatch block now?
Yeah, that's all I have.
Get the other one lined up there, too.
That's all we can do.
The two trucks are rigged up in minutes. Adam will pull the high side of the trailer, while Phil will roll the tractor. The wreckers need to pull at exactly the same time for the flip to have even a chance of working.
Go, Phil. I knew we were pushing that little wrecker to its limits. I was scared, but at that point, I didn't want to stop because we were so close.
Come on, get over!
Keep going.
Don't stop, Phil, don't stop.
Watch out! Woo!
That worked well.
It's a perfect recovery for Jamie. And even though he's away, the wreck is still going to a Davis.
He's gone. He's in Texas, isn't he?
My brother Jason is a hardworking guy. He's very attentive to detail. You know, not as good looking as I am, but he's a great guy.
It's not very often that we get an opportunity to upshow Jamie in his own territory.
Probably would have scooped us on this one anyway if he was on it.
The heavy load has shifted onto the thin trailer wall.
If it's going to be too much, it's going to start crumpling.
Jason would like to unload the trailer's cargo of frozen food, but the client has a different idea.
The customer is adamant on us bringing it up with this load intact.
But that comes with a big risk of wrecking the trailer.
He's just too far away from the road.
He calls on his big brother for some advice.
It's got a 15 to 18% grade here. It's almost vertical, the ditch on the side, eh? If I pull, it's pulling right through the trailer wall. It's not that strong. And that's gonna expose everything that's there.
There's a 70% chance it doesn't work.
So after that discussion with Jamie, that the only way we're gonna get this vehicle out was with a crane.
A 75-ton crane with a massive 130-foot boom.
Even a rotator and a tow truck, you would not be able to get that vehicle upright and out of the ditch.
They have just enough room for the crane's outriggers, but there's a problem.
His swing out to the side, too.
The crane's counterweight sticks out more than 13 feet behind the cab.
If he's 90 degrees, we're shutting down that whole other lane.
So you're not going to get that lane.
Well, let's see what we can do here.
They need the crane to reach the wreck without swinging the ballast into the second lane.
Not enough room. Not enough room for the crane.
Without enough room to operate, he has to pull the plug before he can even get started.
Pack it down for now, please.
Yeah.
To be leaving without any success was a real disappointment for the crew.
If they can close down the road and I can get sideways to it, I can pick it, right?
Kind of ruins your day right quick.
Jason doesn't want to accept failure on his brother's turf. He needs a new plan.
Which one did he chain, T?
That one right there.
The center?
Middle, yeah.
Just after midnight in BC, Jamie's younger brother, Jason Davis, is back for another attempt at the wreck he had to leave behind.
Recovery was being done at night just in order for us to achieve the time that we needed.
I had to talk to Jason on the phone that night about that job. And he was pretty depressed, pretty down, and he was, almost second-guessing himself about how he handled it.
I don't got much time, man.
Jason gives a careful test pull with his rotator and sees a problem right away.
This will bite into the trailer like that. That'll bite that trailer and cause a kink in it and weaken the trailer. It's only aluminum, it's very thin. And so you'll pull that strap right through that trailer and cut it in half.
I would unload it. Customer doesn't want it done that way. So, basically we have to tell the customer, look, your success rate here is very minimal.
Jason plans to use a crane hooked to a series of straps to help spread the load. The crane will then lift from the top, while the rotator pulls from the side. At 1 a.m., the machine arrives that will make or break this recovery.
Keep going. Okay.
The wreck is almost upright, but now they need to winch the truck up the bank before the trailer wall collapses.
Getting it up and out of the ditch and on the roadway, that's another whole job in itself.
Jason's crew rigs a 50-ton wrecker to the front axle to help muscle the semi up the bank.
We need to make sure that we hold it until the tractor comes up. It's the big pull. Go tell the traffic control people we're at a point of no return. They gotta be patient with us, okay?
Yeah.
34,000 pounds right here in this corner. Yeah, she's out. Now we're at the home run. We gotta unhook and get this traffic through.
That was quite an accomplishment, man.
Send them through. Thanks, eh? Sorry to keep you waiting.
Well, I've done that type of wreck. It's not easy. I should say that I was missing that job, but it wasn't a job that you missed. Sorry, brother.
Didn't break a wall, and we don't have the cargo spilled all over the ditch, so yeah, we did good.
That went pretty darn good.
Watch full episodes on the Weather Channel and the Weather Channel TV app.